If you just bought yourself a BYD Atto3 or you're planning to buy one, then you would be keen to know what you can achieve with this key fob. This is a key fob that comes with BYD Atto3, the Seal, and even the Dolphin, and I believe every other BYD that is sold in Australia. Although this key fob looks quite normal, but there's quite a bit of functionality built in this key fob, and let's go through with all the keys that we have on this key fob, and I'll let you know what these keys do. And there's some hidden features in these keys which would be something which I would have liked to know when I bought my BYD, and this is something which I figured out while using the key and just exploring and doing some research around it. Now let's begin with all the key functionality that we have on this key. Starting from top, this is the lock button. So as soon as you lock the car, you would be able to lock the car, and the reason the car just honked is because the car is actually turned on, and which brings me to this key right here. So if you keep holding this key, you would be able to lock the car. Now as you can see, the mirrors just went back. So this is the key which you can use to turn the car on, or basically turn the aircon on for the set time. Later in this video, I'll show you how to set the timer of the car, where you would be able to use this key to turn on the aircon or heater depending on the weather as well as your preference. So before that, let's just continue with our keys from the top. So as I said, this is the lock key, and in case your car is already locked, you can use this key to actually find your car in a parking lot or things like that, because as you can see, when you hit the lock button when the car is locked, the indicators turn on and it quickly just honks once. So the honk helps with which direction to look for your car, and the indicators help you locate the car. Moving on to the second key, which is this unlock button. You can unlock the car with this button just by pressing it once, and then if you lock it now, it just locks in silence, and the car is locked as soon as the mirrors are turned inside. The third key is quite unique as well, which is this key, which says, as you can see, X2 and a sign of the boot, which means you press this key twice to unlock the boot. So this is quite handy if you just want to unlock the boot and give access to someone to put some stuff in or take something out, and you don't have to go to the car and unlock it or even get your phone out. If you have your key with you, you can do it with this. And there's same way you can press it twice to close the boot. There's some special functionality built into these keys, which we'll discuss after we're done with the rest of the functionality of the basic functions of the keys. Now this brings me to the last key on this key fob, which is this one. Now it looks like a arrow following itself in a circle, and that's more like a broken circle, but what this key does is it helps you to switch on the aircon of the car and essentially turn on the car when you're not inside the car. When the car is locked, just keep holding this button for like 5 seconds, and as you can see, the mirrors turn out, the lights indicate, which means the car just turned on, but I'll show you that the car is still locked. So which means that although you can turn on the aircon, you don't have to worry about the car being unlocked, which could be represented by or misrepresented by the mirrors open. But fear not, the car is still locked, and the timing of how long the aircon will be on for can be controlled through the infotainment system of the car. But for now, that brings us to the end of the main functions of the key fob, which is, well, this button is to lock the car, this button is to unlock the car, press it twice to open the boot as well as close it, and press this button and hold this button to basically switch on the car or switch off the car if it's on. Well, this key not only helps with switching on the aircon and switching it off, it also helps you just in case you missed to lock the car and turn it off, which can happen, especially if you own a Tesla and you're not used to pressing a button to switch off your car. Well, sometimes I've found myself, I just park the car just like I would do in a Tesla and just move away, and then realizing the car is on, I didn't press the button. So in that case, I just use my key. So you keep holding this button, and that just means that the car will turn off, and it wouldn't necessarily lock. Like for example, if the car was unlocked and let me turn it on. So now the car's on, but it is unlocked. I'll show you. So in this case, if you keep holding this button, you would be able to switch off the car or switch off the aircon. But since the car's initial position was unlocked, you can see the car still unlocked. In that case, you just have to hit this button on top which says lock, and your car would be locked. There were some videos which suggested that you need to be locked, or the car need to be locked for the aircon button to work, but well, in my case or in my car, since I bought the car, I didn't face such issues. Like, I can start or stop the car aircon or the car itself without worrying about if it's locked or not. And it's quite handy in the situations if you forgot to, let's say, switch off the car or hit the start or stop button. You can do all the necessary functions from the key. Now, that brings me to all the hidden features that this key have. Like, there's one more button which is shown by this push button here, which is not as clear as the other buttons. So what this button does is, like, if you keep holding this button, it would allow this top part to slide through, and that allows you to get the key out, which could be used as a physical key just in case your car's out of battery or for whatever reason the key fob's not working. Then you can still use this key to, you know, unlock the door. I'll show you right now. So as I said, you can still use this key to unlock the car. So this is right now locked and this is unlocked. Although I just noticed, like, if you try to use this key to unlock the car when the car is locked by the key, it still gives you an alarm, which is quite good. Like, if someone's trying to break in with the key, which is not the original key, you would still hear the warning. And to put the key back, you can, just the way we got it out, you have to push this button here, and that allows your key to just slide back in. And that's the basic functionality of the key. Let's look at the special functionality that the key can provide now. So the first thing that we can look at is, if you keep holding the unlock button, you would see that the car unlocks as well as the windows roll down. Now, this is a function which is quite good. Like, if you're in a very hot environment and you want your windows to just roll down, then you would be able to use this feature just to cool the car, or for whatever reason you just want the windows to be open, you can use this button to do that. In the same way, if you keep holding the lock button, you can see the windows just close, and that's quite good. And the other thing is, with this key, you can press it once to have your car blink. As you can see with the lock button, if you do it, it just honks and then does it. So if you're trying to find your car and you want it to be discreet about it, you can use this button to do that. Now let's jump in the car and see the functionality of these keys and how you can change those settings. Now let's look at the settings that we can control via the infotainment center that can affect the functionality of the key. So you can just go to your car settings by hitting this car icon, then you have to go to vehicles, then you would be able to control your lights and other things from this menu, but we are concerned about this locks menu. Now you would be able to control the trunk height from this menu as well, but the below features are the ones which we are discussing in this video, which is press and hold key fob to lock and close windows. So only if you have this setting turned on, then you would be able to use your key fob to actually lock and close all windows just by keep holding the lock button. Same goes with if you want to unlock the windows with the unlock button, so you need to have this option turned on. The other option is auto window closing after locking. So if you have this turned on, then as soon as you lock the car, doesn't matter which way you lock the car, all the windows would be closed, which is quite good and handy. In that case, you don't have to remember to make sure that all the windows are closed. Well, you can also press and hold the switch to lock windows, but as I said, if you have this above option turned on, then this doesn't make much sense, because as soon as you lock the car, you would be able to lock the windows or close all the windows. But the below option does make a bit of a sense. If you don't want to get inside the car but you just want the windows to roll down, then this might be a good option, where you would be able to press and hold the handle switch to unlock and open windows. And the last option which we have on this menu is auto lock while driving, which obviously for safety reasons I would recommend everyone should have this turned on, and I believe by default all these options are either way turned on. So this is more to do with Like if you want to alter any of these options, that's where you would find them. Well, that brings me to end of this video, and if you knew all the features about the key fob and all the settings that you can control via the BYD infotainment system, do let me know that in the comments. Or if this video helped you out in some way, then also share this video with other people that you think would be interested in. Subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next video. Until then, take care and drive safe. Let's see if holding this button would unlock the windows. I guess you need the key for that. So if the key's outside, maybe then it will work. It did work. I just kept holding this button and it was able to unlock the windows, or unlock the car and open the windows. Let's try the other way around. Yep, just close all the windows and the car itself. So that's another thing. You need the key to be outside the car for us to be able to use the button, which is like you can use the key instead, but I guess if you have your key inside your pocket and you still want to unlock the windows for whatever reason, you can still do it.